to be back. Welcome to our pre-Emancipation Day edition of InfoHub. In our headlines, the hunt for the escaped fugitives will leave no stone unturned. New houses for Broad and Lombard Street squatters. Interactive CXC app launched. GWI to install more filtration systems, and Hinterland schools display great skills at the school's football final. These stories and more when we return. Daddy! Thanks for staying with us. The public has been thanked for helping to recapture several escapees, even as the joint services remain relentless in their efforts to recapture the remaining 4 on the run. Paul McAdam has more.
Minister of Public Security Kamraj Ramjatan expressed his thanks today to the families and members of the public for their assistance in providing information which led to the capture of several recently escaped prisoners.
The members of the public have demonstrated bravery and a duty to the society to rid the society of these persons who are to be in custody in the state. The information has been treated with the strictest of confidence, and with 4 remaining fugitives on the run, I plead with the members of the public to continue their vigilance and to report all information to the police.
Persons found guilty of assisting escapees in any way will be dealt with to the full extent of the law. The joint services were also thanked for their ongoing efforts to recapture the fugitives.
The Guyana Prison Service, with support from the Guyana Police Force and the Guyana Defence Force, have also been vigilant in maintaining order at all our prisons and ensuring that any attempt at plotting to escape is thwarted, as you would have seen over the weekend at both Lusignan and New Amsterdam. Nothing is being taken for granted, and the security is being further beefed up to ensure that the integrity of the prisons is high and that safety and good order prevail in the society, and citizens can feel a heightened sense of security.
Those prisoners remaining on the run are Yuri Varswick, also known as Malcolm Gordon, Mark Royden Durant, also known as Royden Williams and Smalley, Kobina Stevens, known as OJ, and Paul Goria. These men are wanted for questioning by the police in relation to escaping from lawful custody from the Georgetown and Lusignan prisons. Paul McAdam for InfoHub.
Neola Damon now joins us to report that 70 houses will be built to relocate the Broad and Lombard Street squatters.
The ministry's decision to relocate the squatters were due to the legal action taken by the landowner and a high court decision. This led to a 6-week eviction notice.
We have taken the initiative to relocate those persons, and we've commenced work at Barnwell South, Barnwell North, on the East Bank, where we're currently advertising to have a road done that would facilitate house lots developed, and in collaboration with Food for the Poor organization, we've already negotiated. We're going to do 70 single houses there, because when we did the registration, it was close to about 68 adults and about 100 children in that little area.
The minister emphasized that government will not allow their citizens to live in those conditions, hence the relocation program.
So our focus at Station A is as far as practicable to build the low-cost houses and relocate these persons. We're also looking at a similar project at Industry on the East Coast to relocate squatters at Sophia and Eastern Bridge and its immediate environment.
The government will be investing $42 million on the relocation program, which will be transferred to Food for the Poor for the construction of the houses, and $30 million for the infrastructure development of the area. Minister Patterson noted that the government remains committed to providing lands and houses for other persons and urges that they remain patient. Neola Damon, InfoHub.
GWI is working to install more filtration systems in several hinterland communities. Here are the details. Most of the Ministry of Communities budget spent so far in 2017 was for upgrading water distribution across Guyana. Managing Director at GWI, Dr. Richard Van West Charles, explains.
We're making every effort right now to be testing the water, and at the same time, in areas, we have a list of villages which are receiving water from creeks, rivers, and they have got to be going through a process of filtration.
Dr. Van West Charles added that in the interim, GWI is providing small filters and jerry cans in other hinterland communities. Contracts for the construction of 3 water treatment plants at Iflot, Diamond, and Sheet Anchor have also been awarded.
The awardee to comply with necessary financial arrangements of the bond, etc., and requirements to be having a local bank account.
New testing labs will be constructed across the coast. The water company is also collaborating with the Ministry of Public Health for water quality testing across the country. Guyana's education sector has benefited from the integration of a new CXC mobile app. Zanil Williams was at the launch and has more.
The CXC Connect app, launched today at Giftland Mall by the Caribbean Examination Council, is intended to make communicating with CXC easy and accessible to students, teachers, and parents. Minister of Education Nicolette Henry commended CXC for this app. She said that the government has been working tirelessly to improve the educational landscape nationwide.
One of the first challenges that this government faced and sought to address was that of the often glaring inequality in and across the education sector here in Guyana. And we are currently exploring telecommunication system reform and the expansion of ICT infrastructure across this country. Challenges notwithstanding, we are truly in exciting times where ICT is at last providing a chance for our countries to be globally competitive in innovation and education.
The 5 main features of the app are the news feed, frequently asked questions, live chat, events, and access to examinations results. Jennifer Britton, CARICOM Deputy Program Manager, said,
in the context of the Caribbean community, CXC is a local institution. This app is a local product. This is a smart solution, and I'm confident it will make a difference in the education and ICT systems of the region. We're therefore duty-bound to support the CXC by downloading the app.
Britton also added that technology and education are important instruments central to CARICOM's regional development. Students in Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago already use the app, which will be launched in Jamaica soon. Zanil Williams for InfoHub.
Over the last 12 years, GPL has removed in excess of 80,000 illegal connections across Guyana. Senior Field Service Manager Loknath Singh says GPL is using new tactics to address this challenge. Singh explained that from 2005 to present, over 3,000 persons were arrested for illegal connections. Several houses were destroyed from electrical fires and lives lost from illegal connections. GPL is working to stop this illegal practice.
We are trying to seek the village leaders, the NDCs. We are trying to get the government involved in this because it's out of control sometimes in certain areas.
Over 1,600 raids were conducted in 36 communities over the last 12 years. Many residents are usually hostile. GPL is placing emphasis on having them arrested.
There is the only way that I think we could make an impact to send a definite area of sensitizing the people that GPL now is ready to tackle this illegal connections in a different manner.
The power company will launch its Customers in Focus project targeting electricity theft on August 8, 2017.
we are admonishing our valued customers to adhere to the rules. For those of you who are not connected legally, there is a process to which we'll educate you on how you could get that done. And for those who have legal illiteracy but determined to pay less in the form of stealing, we'll have to convince you of a behavioral change communication.
Customers in regions 3, 4, 5, and 6 are set to benefit from the project. Hinterland schools showed resilience at the Digicel Schools football finals despite not claiming the title. Tiffany Rhodes has the details.
Anai and Warramadung Secondary faced off against Chase Academy and Christianburg Wismar Secondary respectively at the Lenora Stadium last evening. Anai Secondary slumped to a 6-2 goal defeat in the finals, while Warramadung hammered Christianburg 3-1. The Hinterland teams finished second and third respectively and copped 2 prestigious awards. Cheryl Daniels received Most Valuable Player, while Golden Boot was given to Madison Daniel. Captain of Warramadung, McFarlane George, said that despite placing third, the team was satisfied with their performance, as this is the first time they have defeated Christianburg Secondary.
For the third place, we still didn't give up because for the past 6 years, Christianburg have been beating us then, like in semi-finals and finals. But now we have to make up our mind to defeat them this year.
The games received a large turnout and the support of ministers, Vice President Sidney Allicock and Don Hastings Williams. Minister Allicock said support is needed for hinterland sports development.
We should build on it, and I'm hoping that we would be able to find that support, not only the government, but also private sector and our communities. I see the youths are really keen, and you've seen it here today. The quality of playing, very high standard.
Minister Hastings Williams said that while she was entertained by the performances, she also wants to see the same opportunities given to female athletes. For InfoHub, Tiffany Rogers.
Thanks for watching. Connect with us 24/7 on our website and social media. Do have a safe and enjoyable Emancipation Day tomorrow, and look out for our special Emancipation edition of InfoHub. Goodbye. Daddy!